If you've ever struggled to stick with your daily routines, let me say this up front. You're not alone, and there's nothing wrong with you. My hunch is you just need a better trigger. You see, so often when it comes to our routines, we rely on motivation or willpower to make them happen. Unfortunately, motivation and willpower are resources that come and go really fast. A better approach is to use a trigger, a cue that tells you it's time to engage in this particular routine. Even among those, I think there's one that's more powerful than the first two. Let's talk about the three types of triggers. The first one are time-based triggers. At 7 o'clock, I do this. At 8 p.m. at night, I exercise. They work okay, except your day's not the same every day, and you may not be able to do that routine at that specific time, so you just forget it and go on to something else. The second type are completion-based triggers. After I finish this, I'm going to do this. Again, they can work, but sometimes they don't because we don't finish. The workday keeps going, or we don't have clarity about what we're working on, so we just keep on doing that instead of engaging in that routine. The third type of trigger are the ones that I think are most valuable, and they are the event-based triggers. They don't require motivation or willpower. In fact, they're the ones used by our friends, the bees. When a bee comes back to the hive, its job changes. When the weather conditions change, bees change their behaviors. There's no delay, there's no waiting. It's time to do that because that event has happened. I want you to think about this for this week. In fact, I want you to download my trigger triangle, and I want you to think about all the routines you're trying to be more consistent with this year. And look at it and say, okay, which ones need to be time-based? Which ones need to be completion-based? And then invest the time to say which ones need to be event-based. For example, when I pour my first cup of coffee, I plan my day, or in my case, I do my 15 push-ups. When I close my laptop, I don't think about work again until tomorrow or later tonight. When I walk into the living room after work, I put my phone away. Notice the key word there is when. You see, it's my belief that consistency is not about trying harder and relying on motivation and willpower. It's about triggering smarter. I'm keynote speaker and author Jones Loflin. Make it a fantastic week where your routines stick because you got better triggers. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me today in the Jones Zone.